Your commentator is Ger Canning.
Seamus Gibson towards Joe Hayes. Between English and Pat Fox. And English trying to nip in between the defenders, laying it up for Fox. Very promising move if he can finish off. Damien Byrne, the fullback, trying to block his path to goal, and somehow they contrive to spoil it all for Tipperary. And in the end, there's a foul on one of the Waterford backs. Timmy Sheehan fouled. But a real let-off that time, as Nicky English was advancing on goal, two defenders converging, played it to Fox, but somehow Damien Byrne managed to stop it near the goal line. Nicely taken by Shane Ahern, crossing the 45-metre line. This is a very promising move. Waterford's only 2 points so far, both coming from frees. John Kennedy. Paul Delaney to take the sideline ball. Once again giving a good service to the forwards. Aidan Ryan coming back into the middle to make space. Just towards his favourite corner, which is where Pat Fox is. Bobby Ryan totally committed, up to English, takes it low. Damien Byrne, however, was pushing, and that's going to be a free in. And indeed, when the sides met in the league, Waterford were inclined to give away a lot of frees, and mostly against Nicky English. So the player who's fouled is ready to take the free, just outside that 20-metre line. And Nicky English sends over his 4th point of the afternoon. It's 6 points to 2. Waterford anxious to set something up in midfield. Noel Crowley obviously not fully fit. Only declared himself fit to play yesterday afternoon, carrying a leg injury, however, into the match. Nicely taken out by John Kennedy. And there's a push this time by Donny O'Connell, and it will give Waterford a free from just outside the 65-metre line. Kieran Delahunty, Waterford's only scorer so far, the 2 points coming from frees. This one now to try and keep them in touch. Breeze behind him. Once again, this time I was about to say he had struck it on target, but it can't have been more than a foot or two wide. As the Tipperary bench. I imagine the Tipperary mentors will be quite pleased with the way things have developed so far. McNeville. Noel Sheehy, the full-back this afternoon for Tipperary. A fair amount of ground hurling being played by both sides. O'Neill on, and as Waterford overcommit themselves, two players going for the one ball. Tipperary have a man up inside. English, the loose player, trying to get through the eye of a needle. Succeeds, second attempt. What great skill. Oh, that's a marvellous goal. The tackles may have looked a little clumsy, but English always held his composure. A marvellous sign of a great player. Came through, had the extra man up, that was English, got through two defenders, struggled, got up, and eventually had time and room to play it into the back of the net. Shane Ahern inside towards Pat Ryan. Declan Ryan for Tipperary. Joe Hayes having a shot off it, one-handed. Goes inside towards Billy O'Sullivan, a newcomer to the Waterford colours this season. And that's Waterford's first point from play. Jimmy Beresford. Billy Sullivan has now come out to right half forward for Waterford. Kieran Delahunty has gone top of the right. Meanwhile, it's Damien Byrne, still under pressure. Once again, a vigilant Donny O'Connell So many of the clearances are being knocked right out to the centre, and Tipperary there in strength, expecting that kind of pass and able to finish when they get such a gift. Damien Byrne, and the way Tipperary are playing so far, they seem to have an extra man on the field. That's Kieran Delahunty, taken by Ken Hogan. Batted down by Liam O'Connor. McNeville. And a couple of more scores now before half-time for Waterford. Could give them a fair chance in the second half. There's Billy O'Sullivan. Interesting across to John MacDonald. Kieran Delahunty, and stopped by Gibson. Joe Hayes. Here's Nicky English. And Damien Byrne having a torrid afternoon against Nicky English. An intended pass cut out by Peter Welsh, but a foul committed in there on one of the Tipperary forwards, maybe Pat Fox. English to be the taker, and a faultless finish. So they're simply mounting up the scores, 111 now to 5 points. Bobby Ryan towards Declan Ryan. First time ground hurling by Tipperary, this time broken up by Liam O'Connor at centre half back. And that will give Waterford maybe just a little bit of hope. Liam O'Connor showing the forwards how it should be done as Ken Hogan taps the ball out, and the whistle sounds for half-time. Waterford behind by a goal and 5 points. The goal scored by Nicky English following a memorable first half performance. Pascal Long then from the Carrickshock club restarts. And as you saw there, McNeville has moved into the middle of the field for Waterford, and they'll be hoping for some change of fortune in the second half. Shane Ahern in their restructured forward line makes a very positive start after only 16 seconds. Billy Sullivan, number 13 for Waterford. John MacDonald, whipped away by Paul Delaney, stopped by Liam O'Connor. Following it up forcefully, Pau Neal, deft little chip outside to Aidan Ryan, who kept it moving along the line, and once again a delightful pick-up by Nicky English. The defence has been sold a pop as English once again is going in, stopped however brilliantly by Pat Curran. A good save by the goalkeeper. But Tipperary once again looking menacing, very high challenge on Aidan Ryan that time by number 7, Timmy Sheehan. And that final shot is wide of the target. But just a moment or two ago we saw once again the skills of Nicky English going through. The goal was certainly on his mind, but Curran produced a super save. John MacDonald fairly launching himself into the middle of that. That's O'Sullivan, and right, it's a goal! But the goal does not count. The referee declaring that Pat Bennett was inside in the square. And I think that is a good decision. If we watch it again in replay, just keep your eye on number 17, and I think he was just inside the square. Goal doesn't count. But Waterford have been keeping in touch. Now, can Tipperary put this match well and truly beyond Waterford's reach? Conversely, can Waterford get themselves back into it? Liam O'Connor, the footballer and hurler. I'm sure Tony Mansfield, the manager, will feel that the experience will do his players good in Croke Park. John MacDonald trying to follow up on that. Bennett is there too. A goal! A goal by Pat Bennett. He may have been denied just a moment or two ago by a referee's decision, but it was not to be denied as that ball came in, and Bennett finished with a blistering shot inside Ken Hogan. Interesting move, Ger Fitzpatrick overhitting the pass intended for Billy O'Sullivan. And the ice-cool John Kennedy into the middle to Joe Hayes. keeping the ball moving first time in typical Tipperary style. And Nicky English has beaten the full-back, but the goalkeeper out quickly has left it behind to Pat Fox, who says thanks a lot. And Tip have scored their second goal 18 and a half minutes into the second half. The goalkeeper doing well initially to stop and deny Nicky English, but when it came out to Fox, he had no difficulty at all in burying it into the empty net. Paul Delaney, so from Ross Cray to take this free from inside his own 60-metre line, 65-metre line, taken again by the masterful English. For Donny O'Connell, they'll look for a third goal as they were firing just about everything at him, but he had overcarried the ball, and that's why the free is to Waterford. And once again, some great skill by English.
415 IFI, a blue Renault. Please return to it immediately.
Good interception by Noel Sheehy, who's doing very well at fullback. Good defender. English taking two defenders out of the game virtually, playing it in towards Aidan Ryan, attempting to catch it. It comes down to Fox, and Pat Fox has scored his second goal of the afternoon. Second goal of the second half. That's 2 goals and 3 points. Not a bad evening's work. It dropped down nicely, and he hit it instinctively and with great power. Pat Ryan to take the sideline ball. Kept in play by Derek Lyons. And it went off a defender, it's gone for a 65. Pat Ryan waiting for the referee's whistle with 7 minutes to go in what has been another disappointment for Waterford. And that goes behind without anybody managing to touch it. And you see the Tip manager Babs Keating down there, just surveying where his defenders are playing and making sure that everything is absolutely right. This Tip's second appearance in Croke Park in this year's league. A good ball fetched there by Declan Ryan towards Nicky English. What a great catch! Ah! Well, what can you say? That's 2 goals and 10 points he scored this afternoon. Congratulations all around to Nicky English from Declan Ryan's pass. A super catch and a brilliant finish.
Yes, well, Nicholas English and Pat Fox putting in performances there that Waterford just simply had no answer to. And so then, it's Tip and Offaly for the National Hurling League.